well, you guys aren't going to believe this. I just got it at urgent care. Unbelievable. Well, that doctor, that very young doctor, I didn't see him today. It's an older guy. And so no, oh my god, can't even talk. So last week I got prescribed amoxicillin, eardrops. I was told I have this infection behind my eardrum. There's liquid buildup, blah 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 blah. So Dr. Doolittle wasn't so great after all. The young guy that looked like he was in high school. Yeah, he had to go back to school. He was way off. Way off. I feel like that lady's recording me over there in that SUV. Like she's never seen a woman driving a motorcycle. It's weird. She's like, look at that chick. She's badass. She's a badass mamma jamma. She's a badass. Alright, people, hold on. Hold on. So, my prognosis was wrong. Yeah, that lady there that was in her car. I'm a bad mamma jamma. So, this older doctor comes in then and he says, so, when have you been feeling this discomfort? When did the pain start? And I'm like, huh? Well, I've had no pain, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about. And he's like, oh, you're the one with the ears, something's going on with your ears, and you have something going on in the ears. And I'm like, I have an ear infection, and I was here last week. And he's like, I should have looked at your chart. So he said, so what's been going on? And I said, it's muffled. I came here last week. I got prescribed amoxicillin and some eardrops, and they're not working. Nothing's working. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. I can't stand the ringing anymore. I have my ears are plugged, and it's muffled. And I'm telling him, look, I really need to get this fixed. Like, and he's like, okay, well, let me take a look. So he looks in my ear and he goes, oh, you have like something in your ear. And I'm like, well, what is it? And he's like, not really sure. I think it just looks white. He says, if it's painful. And I said, oh my god, for the zillionth time, it's not painful. I don't feel pain. I just feel, it's just pressure. Like I can't hear, and my ear's ringing. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll have my assistant flush out your ear. So she comes in and she's like, well, if it's painful while I'm flushing it, let me know right away so it can stop. And I'm like, okay. So, case stupid, just stay right there, dummy. So she starts flushing it out, and well, the first one that she did, like, she puts the stuff in the syringe thing, right? She's like pushing all this water out. She pushes it out to the very end where it's like that, and all the water's like the last bit. It's like sipping the last part of your Coke through a straw, and I'm like, ow, my eardrum. And she's like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was towards the end. Thanks. So she flushes it out, and I can feel it's not really doing anything. I'm just like, same old shit, nothing's changed. And she goes, let me take a look at it. So she looks at it, and she goes, you have like some like clear rocks in there or something. And now I have clear rocks. I'm like, oh my god, what is it? And she's like, it looks like some like natural like earwax that you've like sometimes people get this. And I'm like, I thought earwax was supposed to be like yellow and stuff. And she's like, yeah, but sometimes it comes out like this, and it's just natural. The air just gets built up like this sometimes. It can happen from like when you have sinuses or whatever, like allergies or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, there was a few nights I had really bad sinuses. So anyway, she starts moving the thing around, right, in my ear. Ooh, oh, the blues are out. What is going on? Oh, is that a funeral? That looks like a funeral for a cop or something. Wow, it's all those motorcycle cops. That was pretty cool. More. Is the president in town? Anyway, so, dummy, don't fucking get on my ass back there, stupid fucking BMW. The heck away from me. So, I'm trapped between all these cars. So anyway, she starts moving my ear around, or that syringe thing around, and I just hear this like thing go up against like something in my ear, and I'm like, oh, whoa. She's like, what happened? I'm like, it feels even more impacted, like you moved it or something. And so then she takes a look at it and she goes, oh, yes, I see it's moved. She gets that little thing that they look in your ear with. She goes, oh, I see it's moved. I'm like, oh, maybe flush it out and some more and move it around like you did, and maybe it'll come loose. And so she's like, okay. So she does that. I swear to God, I'm like doing her job for her. So I'm like, okay, watch it, dummy. So I'm telling her what to do. And then so she does it, and she's like, oh, look, this big piece came out, and then another little piece came out, right? So then she's like, look, and I'm looking in the water, and I'm like, wow, what is that? And she goes, it almost looks like candle wax. And I'm like, I want to take it out of the water and inspect it and feel it and see what it is. And she just like gets the whole thing of water, and then dumps it down the sink. And I'm like, well, it kind of would have been nice to like have the doctor look at that, you know. And she's like, oh, well, you know, she goes, it's just some natural like wax buildup. And I'm like, all right. So the doctor comes in and he goes, so I heard something came out of your ear. And I said, yes. And he goes, where is it? And I said, she threw it out. And he's like, oh. He goes, well, what did it look like? And I'm explaining it to him. And he's like, oh, okay. And he goes, well, how do you feel? And I said, well, better, but I'm still a little muffled. And he's like, let me take a look. So he looks at my ear, and he goes, it's all clear. He goes, your ear is clear. And I said, well, she did say that there was like a little bit of residue, like a little like flakiness. And he goes, I don't see it. And he goes, well, I said, it's still a little muffled, but it could be from the water. And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's probably from the water. He goes, just go home and like lay on your side, on your left side, and let it, see if it'll drain a little bit more. He goes, but if it doesn't seem normal, then you can come in and I'll refer you to a nose, ear, and throat specialist. And I said, well, can't you just do that now? Because, I mean, it's still muffled. And he's like, I go, just not as bad. And he's like, well, and I said, well, if you, he goes, well, they're really picky. And I said, well, I could always cancel. And he's like, well, that's true. He goes, okay. He goes, I'll put it online. He goes, and they'll reach out to you, and you can go from there. Go, dummy. God. What's slowing down for? So it is a lot better, and I can't tell if it's ringing or not right now because, you know, everything's loud around me. So I don't know, but it is a lot better. It is a lot better, but I want it to be 100%, and it could be, again, just that water that's in there that needs to get out. But at least I have that recommendation or that referral, so that just in case it's not 100% perfect after a couple of days, then I can go. Oh my gosh. And why couldn't Dr. Doolittle do that before? Dumbass. He's all, you have a really bad infection. And he like labeled it as like an inner ear infection. And so I told that doctor, I said, so I never had an infection? And he goes, no, you never had an infection. What the heck? I had to take those stupid horse pills. They got stuck in my throat at one point. And I thought, oh my God, this is it. This is how I'm going down. And then the pill went down. But still, I mean, it was like, oh, look at those flowers. $5 flowers. Kind of want to get some flowers. So like, yeah, it's like, what the hell? Gosh, I could go for a nice juicy steak. Yeah, so antibiotics, eardrops, all that shit I had to pay like over $40 for, and nothing was wrong with my ear except for a ball of wax or whatever the shit was. Can't even believe that. I could have spent $50 on something totally different, right? That could have gone towards my airbag vest. I knew that guy was too young. He's like, oh, I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. I swear to God, that guy looked like he was like 17. Waste of money, man. Waste of freaking money. And then he also gave me stuff for itching. Really? I wasn't even itching. My ear was not itching at all. But I bought it. Well, you're going to need this. You're going to need amoxicillin. You're going to need these drops for your ear because you have an ear infection. It's really bad. You got fluid behind your ear. You got fluid, really. Well, the one good thing he did for me was he gave me a doctor's note. And I got Friday off. Smart car. Not so sure you're so smart. What's up, man? Look at this dummy. Oh, I'm just gonna stop right here. Not put on a blinker, just pull over. So I'm not exactly so happy right now. I am annoyed that he put me through all that. And then I had to spend a whole week with a muffled ear. So bad. It was so bad. Like, how could he not see that shit? But you know what? I will say, I did put peroxide in it, and so when you put peroxide on something, I think it turns it like a little like whiteness, or it's, I don't know. So, but to say I had an infection when I didn't, like, I don't know. I guess you can only see so much, but you'd think a doctor would be able to, even a general practitioner should be able to spot some shit. I don't know. And I never said it was painful, which really gets me too. They're like, it's painful. So painful. Is it painful? Give me the degrees of pain that you feel. It's like, I don't feel any pain, dummies. God, I don't feel any pain. It's not painful. That should have been his first clue, right? It's not painful. So that kind of tells me it feels impacted. If it feels kind of full, your ear feels full and impacted and muffled. It's probably earwax, dum-dum. Jeez, I should have been a doctor. No, ugh. I don't want to be pulling out people's earwax. Ugh, yuck. Come on, go. Yeah, don't look at me. I didn't do it. Dummy, get off your phone. Get off your phone. Just because you're out of light doesn't mean you can get on your phone. This was going to take a sweet time getting in there. I just want to get some. God damn, dude. How much closer can you get to me? You. God. Yeah, I didn't go because the dumbass over there took a sweet time. Hurry up. God, people. Oh my God. Go, dummy. Jesus Christ. Really? Let me make a full stop before I go in, because I don't know who's supposed to go first, me or you. Duh. Ugh, these people. Let's hope nobody hits me because this is where I got hit last time. Can everybody see my bike? Can everybody see it? Jeez. This is a really nice car.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. Is that a Toyota?
Uh-huh.
It's nice. Crescendo?
Very old, but we love it.
Yeah.
It's 1989.
Really? Wow. I have a 1990 Toyota Corolla.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's in a nice shape too, but it just the engine just went out.
Oh.
After over 300,000 miles.
Oh.
It lasts a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. That is a nice car. Look at that. It's beautiful. I like the old car. Last of the 80s. Last of the 80s. Oh, thank you. Listen to that engine. It sounds like you're in 1989. Beautiful. Let's see. Look at that gorgeous car, man. I want it. I want it. And she said they love it, so she ain't looking to sell it. Tell you that right now. I wouldn't sell that shit for nothing. That is beautiful. The only thing that could top that is a Cadillac from the 80s. That would be nice. In mint condition? Heck yeah. Woo! Let's go! Yeah! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. Watch the old man. Watch the old man. I thought that was a bike at first, and I'm like, what is that noise? And then I see over there, they're doing some drilling. Well, I hear things a little bit more in stereo. In stereo. Yes, it's getting a little bit better. It's much better than before, I'll tell you that. But it's still, ooh, look at all this all this crap everywhere, man. Put it all right there. The street sweepers, come on. Look at the little kitty. Oh, it's more like a cat, but still. They tell you guys, I saw a dead cat in front of my house. And I thought it was my neighbor's, and it's the worst thing ever. I think I caught it right after it got hit because it didn't have a whole lot of blood, but its little eyeballs were looking all weird and glossy and looking at me, and I felt so horrible. And then the trash man was coming through, and I said, watch him, because I don't want you to ride over him and flatten him out. I'm trying to get him off the road, and it was horrible. I had to take his little stiff body and put it in a cardboard and then on our sidewalk to see if it was my neighbor's cat, and it happened not to be. He just kind of was going in and out of his area to get some food, but he just was kind of like on his own, like a little stray cat. Poor thing. It was so sad. Oh, that was horrible. And the stupid animal shelter didn't pick him up until almost 72 hours later. They said between 24 and 72 hours, we're really backed up. Yeah, because nobody fucking fixes their cats and dogs or spades anything. It's just like, then that's what happens. That poor little guy. Hi, Rusty. Hi. Well, hello there. Hello, Mama can hear you barking a little bit louder. I can really hear you barking your head off, yelling at everybody. All right, kids, have a nice Saturday. I'm gonna kick back and relax and barbecue some steaks. Enjoy your Saturday. Bye. Say bye, Rusty. Oh, he's kicking up his legs because he just took a pee.